I'm here with a man that probably needs no introduction. Cash, we go way back, man.
That's good, man.
Thank you for joining us on 2K TV. This is Cash Nasty Gaming. Cash, I have a challenge for you today. You cannot use the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jordan. Well, you're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Porzingis is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Graham in at the point guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Young. Then it's Jordan. And it's Herter in at the 2 spot. And it's Graham missing. And Zoe Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks.
The Bucks, a team that will attack you from deep. The team is chock full of shooters.
Yeah, and you know, they shot the second most threes in the league last year, and that approach makes an awful lot of sense when you consider how good Giannis is driving the ball down the throat of the defense. He draws so much attention. Having shooters around him is the right way to go.
Free throw good. Giannis.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Back to Leonard. Clock at 4. Shoots from 12. Jordan with the rebound. Pass to Herter. Puts it up from 12. Oh, offensive interference. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Graham, the pass to Porzingis. To the right side. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now Young. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Dallas. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he makes good on the layup.
And the work ethic coming into play there. Yeah, I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here's Young. Clock at 6. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's Beal in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And this game is tied up now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Graham, the pass to Leonard. Here's Beal. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Graham with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Herter passes to Jordan, and he drops it in from the low post. Jordan's got his second basket of the night.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
Outside, Porzingis. Beal taking his time here. Here's Graham. Lays it up and banks it in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bucks. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Herter. He's covered by Beal. The 11-footer, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. Here's Graham. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Outside, Beal. From past the arc, hands it from downtown. Beal's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Lakers.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Here's Young, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trae Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year 1 leave plenty of room for growth.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trae Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star, and Trae Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish.
Passes to Leonard. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee in the lead. To the inside. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Outside, Beal. 14 feet away. And again, it's the Lakers.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Young with the ball. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And here is Beal. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know, you don't hear a lot of talk about it, but Brad Beal is one of the top shooting guards in our league. The scoring, the playmaking he provides is really right there amongst the elite.
And the first one at the line is good. And Beal, about a 25, 5-5 player last season, Greg. Most would agree that that's star-level production.
Those are Hall of Fame-esque numbers. I'd put him up there with Klay Thompson and Jimmy Butler. Fantastic scorer who does it with strong efficiency, and he's only getting better.
And both free throws good for Beal. The Bucks trail. Young up top. Graham defending. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Antetokounmpo finds Young. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Young passes to Giannis. A shot. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Graham with the bucket. The Bucks have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Herter. He's covered by Beal. Herter, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Graham kicks to Zubac. His 3-pointers off the mark. In the corner, Herter with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Beal. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Beal, that's for 2. Connects, the jumper drops. Beal's got 12 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Clark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys, it's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those 2 teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Giannis.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Nance finds Bryant. Hill against Wright. Outside, Batum. Nance, no good. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Pacers in Indiana. Beal can't get it to go. Batum against Beal. Batum passes to Nance, and he lays it straight in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pass to Scott. And here is Lopez. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
and not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now the pass to Wright. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And stolen by Wright. Brooks with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. And it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Wright. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Bryant. Over Lopez. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Harris with the ball for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Pass to Wright. Bryant with it. He's guarded by Hill. The shot by Bryant, no good. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's stolen by Bryant. At the top of the key, Brooks. And the shot goes in. Brooks has got 5.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Goes up at the stripe. Beal can't get it to go. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Mavericks. Oh, Nance in position. Here's Hill. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hill's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding body control by Hill. I mean, taking the contact like a much bigger guy would and finishing these buckets.
Here's Batum. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That is his first foul of the game. .50 seconds left to play in the first. Beal against Batum. Lopez inside. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Brooks gets it to go.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Brooks has gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Hill kicks to Scott. The pass to Harris. Outside, Beal. Hits the three-point bomb. 15 points in the game.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And Bryant slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
In the Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Adetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
They've got Wright, hands out there with Brooks. Then there's Batum, and it's Bryant in at the 5. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. First one falls for him. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with a guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the 3rd youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. Pass to Batum from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Lakers in the lead. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Harris dishes to Scott. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Nance.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he makes the first.
Well, you know, no doubt now the Bucks are an elite team in the East. Not only the best record in the league, but getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. This team has a bright future and will be a force in the years ahead.
Scott hits them both. And the Bucks got a lot of big wins, Clark, throughout the season.
They sure did. The Bucks were outstanding all year long. Had a very tough series against the Raptors in the East Final and ended up getting bounced out. But tell you what, this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're going to be in the hunt for championships several years going forward.
Goes up again. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
And that one's good. Right.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
It's Beal on the wing, defended by Batum. Beal can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Down low, here's Bryant. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Beal. Here's Hill. Nance with some nice D.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Batum passes to Wright. Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here's Scott. 9 points last game out. Passes it to Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Batum. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Nance. An easy 2 points on the layup. Nance has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
Tell you what, time is moving on now. When you think about Nick Batum has been in the league a decade now, wow. Throughout his career, this guy's been consistent in terms of his versatility and production.
Chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move.
You know, for Los Angeles, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
Abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
Here's Graham, up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Now, here is Young. Graham defending. A 3-ball. Jordan trying to free himself up. Young's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, knocking down the 3 guys, that's one of the premier three-point gunners in the NBA, Joe Harris.
A floater. Porzingis with the block. To the middle. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Harris. Leonard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Pass to Zubac. Takes the 13-footer, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Zubac against Jordan. Young from outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Now Graham. He's got 8. And there's the pass to Leonard. Oh, that's blocked, but he stays with it. Here's Zubats, and the Lakers get it back.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And so it's Milwaukee now. Trains it from beyond the arc. Herter's got 5. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Up top, Graham, defended by Young. That's tipped. Jacks up a 3. Back to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Here's Graham. He's got 8. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Young. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
Graham with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Pass to Harris. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Herter. The shot that time, not on target. And the Lakers going the other way now. To the paint. Will it go? And the layup is up and in. He's got 10.
You know, in just his first season with Milwaukee, a huge success for Coach Budenholzer. I mean, came in and led the team to the top seed in the East, gave the franchise a huge boost, and I think they found their leader for the next several years.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Leonard missing. Clark for the Bucks. The players said Budenholzer instilled a sense of confidence in the team.
And you know what? Sometimes you have a coaching change, and that injection of a different type of approach and the change in culture can make a big difference. Coach Budenholzer has always shown the ability to get the most out of his roster and shows you what a difference a coach can make.
Here's Young, and again, it's Milwaukee converted.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And the Lakers call time here. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. 5th best, the Bucks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Leonard, no luck.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Shots good from Young.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lakers trail by 10. Leonard on the wing. Over Middleton. Money from the wing. And it's 6 points for Leonard. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. On its way from Young for 2. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Graham, the pass to Leonard. He kicks to Graham. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Herter. A shot, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Leonard dishes to Harris. Graham surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
First free throw is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Nancy's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's DeLon Wright in for Kevin Herter. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Wright finds Nance. Beyond the arc, and Wright gets it to go on the assist by Nance. Wright's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Passes it to Leonard. Over Middleton. And it's Leonard missing.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Pass to Porzingis. Zubac's with it. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Leonard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Graham kicks to Hill. The pass to Porzingis. Shoots from the elbow. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And, you know, you look at Porzingis, he's got his shot on automatic. Not much wasted motion in that stroke.
Giannis with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against Dallas.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
And so it's Milwaukee up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Man, we just saw the best of Trae Young. Unlimited range, can make plays for others, will always be at a size disadvantage, but refuses to let that stand his way.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Bradley Beal. Ivica Zubac is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Graham in at the point.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one falls for Graham. And so he makes both from the line. Bucks leading by 10. Young taking his time here. Pass to Herter. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Shot from the wing, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Beal. 10 points for Leonard. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Up again.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Beal.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Young, and the shot goes down. Young's got 21.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Outside Leonard. Passes it to Graham. Kicks it out to Leonard. From outside, off the mark. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Middleton. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's really easy to admire and respect the explosiveness of Middleton. I mean, if you give this guy a lane to the basket, he'll take full advantage of it right away.
That one off the back iron and out. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. They get it again. Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
And that one misses. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Beal. That one good for 2. Herter's got 7. Lakers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard with no one around. No good again that time. In the corner, Middleton with it. Drills it from outside. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Outside Beal. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Bucks with some changes. Bryant is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brooks comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Batum in for Kevin Herter. And the Lakers also making a change. Lopez is checked in.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Milwaukee.
Outside, Batum. To Bryant. 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. Bryant's got 6 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outside for Beal. Back to Scott. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
No good on the free throw. And the Lakers making a change here. Harris is checked in. And he's good on the second. Milwaukee leading by 18. Young outside. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Jordan with the layup. He's got 14.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's Beal. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Beal's got 6 in the quarter.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
There's the pass to Lopez. Now Scott. Pass to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. And the Bucks making a change here. Lights checked in. George Hill's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Mark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. Lopez. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And it's in there. Harris has got 5 now.
You know, Harris showing you he's unafraid to mix it up in there sometimes, which is a good way to balance his attack.
Platoon passes to Brooks. Outside Jordan. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that one's good. Right.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Passes to Scott. Outside Hill. Outside Beal. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise. Looking here at some numbers for Batum. How last month turned out for him, he's putting up 9 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds.
And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And that one falls for Bryant. Larry Nance is checked in for Jordan. And the Lakers also making a switch. Porzingis, he's checked in for Lopez. He's off on the second. Lakers trail by 20. Inside, Batum with the steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. There were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league that believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you. Here's Harris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, guys, once Harris gets a little room to shoot it, he is really sweet. Automatic.
Pass to Bryant. And here's Batum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Nance. Brooks outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
They get a hand on it. They double team Beal. Left side, Scott launches a three. Good. And it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Buries the long-range jumper. Brooks has got 13.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Now, here is Hill. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Batum inside the three-point line. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
.141 left in the third quarter. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The pass to Scott. Beal against Brooks. Outside, Beal. 4 on the clock. Harris inside the line. That shot misses. Great D that time from Batum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Scott's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Porzingis and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Against Hill. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Hill looking it over. Got it. Good job in the low post. He has 6.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
To the inside. Here's Bryant. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Bounce pass from Beal. Shoots. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Beal. Beal's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thomas Bryant is out there with Nance. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Nance down low. Headed by Porzingis.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Bryant. And Trae Young subbed in for DeLon Wright. That free throw good from Nance. Mark the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And last year, Chris Middleton, not quite as dead-eye as he has been in the past, still a solid shooter from all ranges.
He's off on the first. And for Middleton, Greg, you don't need all the volume out there from him. You just need the efficiency.
And Middleton has always been an efficient player. Great to have on a team as a second or third option.
And the second free throw, good. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. First free throw is good. A different look for Milwaukee. DJ Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Trae Young. He hits both from the stripe. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Herter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Trae Young comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Clark, a lot of fans ask us what qualifies as a legal screen versus a moving screen. They feel there's a lot of gray area there. What do you think?
Well, I think there is some gray area because the problem you have, one of the problems is a number of veterans out there have become really masters at getting a little extra into their screen, which borders on illegal and many times is. So the league is doing a pretty good job of clarifying. And if you're moving your lower or upper body to help a teammate with your screen, then that should be called. And most times it is called as illegal. A hip check, a shoulder, any of that to set a screen is illegal.
Here's Graham, defended by Young. Outside Hill. Zubac trying to break loose. Hill, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The open shot by Leonard hits the jumper in space. Here's Herter. Pass to Nance. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Hill. He trains the quick shot.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And scoring the ball extremely well. I don't think the defense is getting up into Nance enough. Got to turn up the burners a little more.
Here's Graham, defended by Young. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you know, it's rare to see a 7-footer shoot well from the foul line, guys, but that's Porzingis for you.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level. That's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the rejection by Giannis. And it's Graham missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Young. Herter passes to Williams. But they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Middleton finds Young. Over Graham. Young's shot is off. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about a market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have a family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We had been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
Zubac is checked in for the Lakers. And Williams drops them both.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Here's Graham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Devontae Graham. At the line for two.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Hill against Young. Over Hill. Shots good from Young. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Leonard against Middleton. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. The three from Hill. And no good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Shots good from Young.
They drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Graham, the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton. And it's Leonard missing. For Milwaukee, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Now Young. No one near him. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Pass to Herter.
At the line for your Bucks, Kevin Herter. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Bates Diop, the pass to Beal. And it's Ball in the corner. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 5 assists tonight.
Lonzo becoming more consistent with his catch-and-shoot jumper. I know it doesn't look that good, but it's got nice touch on it, and it's effective.
Williams passes to Herter. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Outside, Beal. Over Wilson, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
And the pass to Herter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bradley Beal picks one up. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Ball, drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, skilled at getting shots up and over the defense in the paint. Lonzo Ball doing a nice job with that.
Pass to Herter. And here's Brooks from outside. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Lakers. And Bates Diop gets it to go.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Brooks. Beal on the double team. Here's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Brooks outside. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Herter, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Herter's got 15 points here in the second half. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Beal dishes the ball. Pass to Welsh. Here's Bates Diop. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, Beal. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Trae Young.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in, Kevin. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Now the pass to Herter. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Kevin Herter at the line for 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. And here's the Lakers. Graham, the pass to Leonard. Graham with the ball. Pass to Zubac. And here is Beal. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.